So I can turn this on too. So that's on. That's on. That's on. I think things are on. I think I'm live. Didn't do a very good job prepping. But I wasn't going to go live in the first place. So a no prep live is better than no live, I suppose. I'm going to pour myself a little drink. Let's see. Kevin here from Florida. Bean Boy checking in from Pennsylvania. Fedora Jet checking in from San Francisco. Todd's checking in from Colorado. Paul's checking in from Dallas, Texas. Anonymous Watch Guys checking in from Indiana. Tennessee Mike, clearly from Tennessee. Michael O'Neill, not sure where you're at. Nate Dogg checking in from outskirts Chicago. Floridian checking in. Who knows where he's at? You'd just assume Florida, but you'd be wrong. He could be in Georgia. He could be in Chicago. You never know where he's going to be. See, Doug's checking in. Mondays, am I right? And so it's Monday and it's April Fool's, which I typically do an April Fool's video, and I didn't do one. I just didn't have time. Dane, #1 troll killer's here, wearing a Graph Star Grande date tonight. Don't even know what that is. Chris YZ80's here. Michael McGlone says he's in lost where I was at. Montana. Chrono Craze here, also from the Bay Area. Hope to see you, San Francisco, May 5th, first weekend in May, something like that. James Duffy, also in the Bay Area, checking in. Let's see, 4 o'clock crowns here. Midwestern Watch Dudes checking in. Greg Wood, aka Woody's here. He's over on the East Coast. He's about to get hit with another snowstorm. That's a bummer. Shinobi 797's checking in. All right, I need to pour just a little. I'm not gonna have, but look at this. Glencairn is empty, and an empty Glencairn is a worthless Glencairn. And Joe the Badger's here checking in from Denver. So I was gifted. Let me try. This was gifted to me, a Whistle Pig. I'm typically not a rye guy, but I was told that bourbon lovers typically like Whistle Pig 10. So, Dr. Bob's Nightmares here. Jeff Ayers is here. It says, see, it's therapeutic. I feel better already. Wow. I know I've had a rye whiskey before. I'm not going to do very much on this one just because I'm not sure if I'm going to like it, but. And this is a store pick. So this is Bow Street beverage, bottled exclusively for age 10 years. A little bit of cologne. There we go. A little whiskey cologne. Smells good. Does anybody watch my video? Says Celine Driver. Oh, are your views down? My views are way down too. I try to watch yours, Dane, but Tim says he's drinking how do you say that? I've had him before as a Yingling, something like that. I don't know how to say those. Isn't that the oldest beer in the USA? All right. Very viscous. That's good. I'm digging that. That's pretty dang good. Probably should have warmed up with something. What is that? 110? That's not bad. That's a good proof. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, Bean Boy says, I think you're talking about Yingling. That was founded in 1829. Is that right? Sponsor USF basketball stadium. Yingling. Okay, that's what I thought. Yingling. Okay. Yeah. That's so Whistle Pig 10 single barrel rye. Thumbs up. It's pretty good. I don't know that it would be my go-to, but it's nice to have it on the shelf. What's the name of that rye? This is called Whistle Pig, and they have some really cool special edition ones, but this is a single barrel rye, 10-year, and it is a store pick Bow Street beverage. So I'm not going to drink much of it. I only did a very, very small, just a sample pour. So Dane says Yingling Center or the Dingaling Center. Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably switch. If I have a little bit more, I'll probably switch over to bourbon. A little bit sweeter. This is pretty sweet though. This is not that I'm qualified to give tasting notes. Speaking of tasting notes, YZ80 that's in the chat gave some really funny ones on I forget what he was drinking. It was one that I hadn't tried before that I wanted to try, but Nate Dog says, "What's new?" I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm working all the time between the channel. I threw a couple watches. Let me show you. I threw a couple watches on the table. I did that sale. Not almost all the watches sold. A few of them kind of surprisingly hung back, but I have a ton more to sell as well. I just threw those out there on the table. So those are all. Well, one of those is sold. Paul actually might buy that Alpina. I gotta talk to him more about. So other than that, I mean, what's new? I'm going to Minutes and Hours in Chicago this weekend. That's my plan anyway. I mean, my father-in-law is going in for a shoulder surgery on Wednesday. So if they need my help or something like that, then I'll be canceling my trip to Chicago and helping them out. But everything should be. Yeah, Paul, I've seen your email. I'm super, super busy. So. And Dane's worried about the shipping. Don't worry about the shipping, Dane. The watch, I'll probably get it tomorrow, or watches. I think it was a Tudor and a Citizen. Yeah. No, it'll show up. Don't worry about it. Today I'm wearing my new pickup from Exquisite Timepieces, Naples, Florida. My preferred authorized dealer for many, many brands. The ones I can afford are like Zodiac, Doxa, Seiko, Nevada Gretchen. They have a ton of brands that I'm not willing to spend that money. But the Omegas that I've bought in the past, I've bought through them. And to be completely transparent, I have a relationship with Exquisite Timepieces through the channel, but I was buying watches from Exquisite before I was working with them with the channel. So that's where, them and Saltzmans and Mimos, like I was working with these authorized dealers as just like a consumer. So it's just great that now that I have the channel, as a base to use to leverage for that relationship is just a bonus now, but or an elaborate scheme to get better deals on watches and have them tax deductible. But yeah, it's been great. So Paul's asking, do you know if Exquisite Timepieces will ever carry Tudor? I don't know. I'm not sure they want to. I know that sounds weird. You'd think they would, but they have such a lineup, man. They keep saying they've always told me they're an authorized dealer for like 60 brands, but it's got to be over 60, or it's like one in, one out sort of thing, because they just added. I mean, my head's spinning. They just added Doxa, they added U-Boat, and they added a couple others. So unless they dropped like 4, they just picked up 4. So are they at 64? I don't even know what they're at. Maybe they don't even know what they're at. It's pretty crazy. But then, like I said, you got Saltzmans, you got Mimos. Now I'm working with Trifecta. I work with all of the ADs that like I actually would buy from, like I believe in, and you guys do too. like I don't think I had bought a watch from Trifecta, but quite a few trusted members of my Discord and just the community had told me that Jake over there and the whole crew over at Trifecta are great. So yeah, 100%. I want to support them because they're supporting the community too. Let's see. Dwight's checking in from Long Beach area. YZ80 says he wants the new Breitling Super Ocean 42 millimeter green. I think that's what you're saying. Larry C's checking in. You know what, Larry C? Let me throw one of your watches out on the table. I want to throw this one out because my wife keeps coming down here into my watch room and picking up that one. I know it's catching a little bit of glare there, but that rose gold case with the root beer and everything like that, that's one of the watches that Larry built. But yeah, my wife keeps picking that up. She doesn't want a dive watch, but she keeps picking that one up. She just loves the warm tones and the color of it and everything. So let's see. Flirting. Have you ever met the owner? There's a few owners. So I've met most of the owners and the CEO or CFO or whatever he is. I've met most of the people at Exquisite, even some of the people that are like kind of behind the scenes. So great. Very family oriented, but they also have, friends of family or people they've brought in, and they're just, it seems like it's a pretty dang cool place to work. I mean, I even helped out when I was there just because I felt like I was part of the crew. They had like from the event the next morning, they had like a bunch of balloons they had to take down, but the plaza thing that they're in, it's not a plaza, it's like an outdoor shopping, high-end shopping area or something. I don't know what you call it. They they're not like allowed to like pop balloons. Like they had to like, and they couldn't sit outside. So I was like, I don't work here. I'll take the balloons. I'll drag them across the street. I don't care. I'll go pop them over there. And they're like, no, don't do that. So yeah, it was, I was willing to help. So we came up with a couple of tricks of just, holding it and cutting it. And my wife, I delegated some, I put the wife on it. She took care of it. So, let's see. YZ80 says he works with Johnny. Yeah, I've seen, and they're all great. We all have like kind of our own little favorites. So, I've been currently working with Tyler. That seems like it's pretty good because when I text him, he texts back, and I know these guys get really busy. So I was working with Nick, but Nick goes back further with Bruce Williams. So Nick is working with Bruce, and then I got Tyler, and so that's everyone's kind of got their guy. So yeah, I'm Dane 100%. I'm sticking with Tyler. Him and I, we borderline friend status. Like we talk about other things beyond watches too. So, and you said, yeah, Dane says your dad, the old man, used to work with Nick, or yeah, used to work with Nick. Yeah. And those guys are they're young, energetic, very knowledgeable and stuff. So, yep, good crew over there. Plus the overnight. Oh, yes. Yes. They overnight or second day most of their watches. Like every time they ship watches to me, it's overnight. So like I reached out to Tyler today. He might not have been working or something. So I'll get another batch probably from Exquisite this week. But I gotta, I'm always playing catch up. I have so many freaking videos to make still. So I'm still working on it. I'm gonna have to I think I'll wear one of my dad's old watches tomorrow. There you go. There you go. It was great that, I mean, obviously, Dane, I was your dad, but it was great that you guys shared that hobby together and had that joy for the watches. And now you have some of his old watches and everything, and you can just wear them and stuff. My dad's still around, but he doesn't really, he was buying like cheap watches and then he'd destroy them and throw them away. So as soon as I get the cases back in stock over at Namoki's, I'm going to have Larry C build a watch for my dad and I. So, but I got to get these Larry C watches done. I know people want to buy them. What's your thoughts? What is this? Paul says, what's your thoughts on, I don't even know how to say that, Kuto watches? They'll be at a couple of watch events. Are they going to minutes and hours? I'm going to be there this weekend. I'm assuming that's Japanese, probably special dials and stuff. Do I still have the ice blue mod? Is that this one? I don't. Is that this one? Yeah, I'm thinking it's that one. Is that the one, Jordan? Yeah, these Larry C mods are like that watch and even that root beer colored one. Those are. I said it before, but you look at those and you're like, that looks like a watch that Seiko should have made. I mean, they look so dang clean. They're, yeah. Oh, Dane, you're gonna make me cry. Hug your mama and your dad, because you never know. I've been like still kind of emotional, so don't get me going. Um, yeah, that's not orange. That isn't orange. Most of my watches are orange now. So, hey Rob, let's see here. We got one from Lewis. Lewis. I'm not sure how to say it. Hey Rob, have you reviewed the G-Shock Gravity Master? Just got it. I think it's underrated. I would honestly, I'd have to go look that up. I don't know if I have a video on that. If it's a newer model, I probably don't. But I do know Mimo was sending me. What did they just tell me? He's sending me the Land Cruiser, G-Shock Land Cruiser. I don't even know which one that is, but that's on the way to me. Mimo's starting to get some more new watches in. Fun fact. Yeah, fun fact. Dane says, in fact, none of the watches on the table are orange. Yeah, but I've done well, okay, hold on. Because, I mean, I do have orange watches on the table. I have 3 Random Rob Notice Deeps right there. So, and I have an orange one on my wrist. If you want to see orange watches, I can go get orange watches out. I just try to mix it up a little bit. Those are basically most of those watches on the table right there that you can see these are all like for sale. You know what I mean? I mean, a couple of them are already sold, but so those are pretty much all going to be for sale or are for sale. So G-Shocks don't count. Let's see what Doug says here. Damn, that's actually, it has a slight spice finish, but it is really sweet up front. Which niche brand do you prefer, Doxa or Squale? I think overall probably Doxa if I had to like really pick the two. But there are some models like I still absolutely love the Squale 1521. I just do. I think it's a very interesting case, but I like it when it's probably like full polish with a nice color dial. I would love to see like a really cool orange dial one. I think maybe they've done it. I'm not sure. Paul says all the Christopher Ward watches he reviewed lately. Which one has been your favorite one you would buy? I did hold back. I do have to give it back to him, but I just forgot to put it in the box because I'm gonna wear it. But this guy here, you know what Christopher Ward doesn't have, and they don't have a really nice, just clean, nice orange dial diver, right? Like Christopher Ward doesn't do that. They don't have that, so they need to do that, I think. Dane, yeah, you like the orange watches too, man. Orange divers are just classic. They're just clean. Chris or YZ80 says Ocean Crawler is pumping out all kinds of stuff. Indices on the new Bolt prototype are awesome. Yes. Shoot, what did I do with that? Did I put that away? I think I put the watch away. I had it out, but now I put it away. Sorry, Chris. I'd grab it, but it's actually put away in the. Let's see. Let's see. Seems like you're a white dial guy too. I do like the white dial. White dial is just clean and so legible. As I'm getting older, like my eyes, just the white dial contrast, it just works really good. Dane says I prefer the Doxa as well, but I still have the Squale 1521, the TGV Line Shark. That one's actually I did buy that one and then I sold it. A little bit of me kind of wishes I didn't. I wouldn't have sold it. That's actually a really cool model. That's a cool colorway. That's a good choice on that one. Mr. Calico Basins here, checking in from the desert. Thanks for joining us. Tim, now everyone's gonna want that TGV Squale. I've learned. Yeah, they didn't make a whole lot of them, so so true, so true. I will. You know what? I'll drink to that, Mr. Calico. I do sell them all. Um, the only one that's truly safe is like the SRP 309, the Orange Monster, the old original Orange Monster. So that one's safe. I have some other ones that are like 95% safe. You know what I mean? So yeah, think about that. Think about that. There was only 100 of those. That's how you do a limited edition. 100 watches. If you do like 50 to 100 watches, that's a solid limited edition. And for a channel of TGV size, for him to do 100 of those, that was pretty awesome. What is not sold from Saturday sale? The Alpina didn't sell, but I think Paul's going to buy it. The Christopher Ward, that world timer glow thing, that's actually really cool and discontinued. That came out in like 2021 and discontinued shortly after. They're pretty hard to find, honestly. The Venetianico and the Marathon Navigator stainless steel, the Air Force USAF, those did not sell from that sale. Oh, yeah, that was it. I think just those. So just a few of them. And it was his first collab. Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, Midwestern watch dude. White dials need to have a black or dark hands for me. Silver, yes, 100%. The silver hands wash out. That's why the first watch that I did was this guy here with Borealis, and it's framed in black. That's the proper way to do it. It's super legible. It's a clean dial, so it's very good. That one works. Okay, I like Whistle Pig. That's good. Maybe I'll just pour more of that. I don't know. Something in the May and June. What are you saying, Dane? That CK, what's CK? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, so you got to sell some stuff. Wait, is that a Random Rob? Yeah, check this out. Check this out, guys. Random Rob 2024, and it says it on the back too. And it's orange camo. Oh, the Christopher Ward. I got you. Yeah, this was a gift from my buddy Mike. Or why am I messing up names? Mark, not Mike. Mark gave it to me. He's not in the chat. Yeah, it was just a random gift. We were at district time, and he was like, "Here, I got you this," and I was like, "That's awesome." So now it's like my live stream shirt. I'm gonna wear it for the live streams. Have you done your studio tour video before? If not, we would like to see a peek. Well, I mean, you can kind of see it. There's stuff there and stuff. I thought I did it before, but maybe I didn't do a very good job. It's really messy right now, so I don't know that I really want to show it right now. I don't know how well I'd be able to show it anyway. I mean, there's the. Can you guys here? Let me. Does that show up? I mean, it depends on if you're watching this on a device. So this camera is not very good, but see, I got like a mess going. I got messes going. There's the postcard wall. I got some sound deadening up there. This is the way the studio lights are mounted. So I got one there, one over there, right? And then you can kind of see the stuff behind me. So I know that's wobbly. I'm just holding it. That's a cool mess. This is a good question. Thoughts on selling gifted watches? Thumbs up. Listen, if somebody gave you something, I don't like being locked into like having to hold on to something just because someone gave it to you. It's yours. Do whatever the hell you want with it. So it is what it is. Yeah. I mean, there are exceptions to that. You know what I mean? Like, well, yeah, there's exceptions to that. But for the most part, we're watch guys. So like if someone gifts me a watch and they know me, they know I'm a serial flipper. So even if you sell me a watch, I ran into that before with buying luxury watches. It's like, it's my watch. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want with it. Like whether you gave it to me or whether I bought it or however I acquired it. So yeah, yeah, like Dane said. And there's no, or let me go here. Dane says, I have the Random Rob LE watch. I like them, but I might sell them too. Again, it's your watch. Do whatever the hell you want with it. But I will say this: if you do have a Random Rob limited edition watch and you do want to sell it, ask me because I'll probably buy it. Give me the first options on it. Yeah, you probably wouldn't sell something that had a sentimental attachment to it as well. But that would be not just a watch. That could be with anything. You know, like I have. Say I don't want to talk about it because I'll start getting emotional. I'm not dealing with the shit good right now. There you go. Dr. Bob says, I give watches away so I can buy another one. Yeah, I've done that too. I actually gave my barber that watch that Larry built for me. I gave my UPS driver a G-Shock 2100 Solar, and I gave another friend of the family a G-Shock 2100 because his watch had broke or whatever, and I had one. And I'm like, here, take it. It's yours. This year I'm buying more. Let me see here. Paul, I like this. Paul says, this year I'm buying more straps to jazz up my watches that I've already have. Too late. I've bought 10 watches. 100%. I know it happened there, and I'll do it too. Like I'll buy watches, but yeah, I mean, doing straps, like I often do the strap habit straps, to mix it up a little bit. There's a lot of options there at Strap Habit. You could do, they're harder to get, but and they're expensive, but the watches of espionage from Zulu Alpha, get those. You can really change the look of your watch just by doing a different strap, good leather, springtime, fine probably for leather. As you get into summer, maybe not so much, but that's where like the FKM rubber would come in and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a good way to mix it up. I'm looking to buy a Henry Archer purple dial. Your thoughts on Henry Archer? Let me grab one. Hold on. Where are they? Let me find them. Where's the Henry Archers? Hello. Here's a purple dial Henry Archer. Right here. I mean, look at it. It's a freaking good watch. So that's what Gary was asking about this guy right here. So there's a few different, it shows it better on the other camera. There's a few different options for this, but listen. Good bezel action, good colorway. They're super affordable. They're really thin. They wear great. Nice taper on the bracelet. On the fly, no tools required, quick adjust. And the purple is just friggin' nice. Label those drawers. No, because I mix them around and stuff too. I actually sized the purple one because I don't really have, now I have purple watches. I have another one too, but I'm hesitant to sell this one because I need to tour it first, but purple drawer. Hold on a second. Nate Dogg says purple drawer is the 5th one down. Oh, you were close. I had to count. It's the 6th one down. I was like, holy shit, how do you know that? It was the 6th one down. Hey, Joe Smokes joining us. Thanks for joining. It feels good on wrist, too. The Doxa is heavier for sure than this, but part of it is this thing that when you put a good taper on these watches, they're so much more comfortable. I don't wear my expensive watches to work because I don't want my boss to see I have more expensive watch than him. Yeah, but your boss's boss should see that. Maybe you can get your boss's job. So many empty slots in the watch cabinet behind you. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you can see how those have emptied out a little bit. That one's mostly full, but yeah. I have some plans for that. I have some plans. Gary's picking it up. Tell him I sent you. Yeah, I think the price point's pretty good on them too. Let me Let me go over here. Let's add Henry Archer. Accept all the cookies. Men's watches. They got some cool meteorite dials too. See, they have different flavors of purple too. So they're all around $500. And actually, you can get 10% off right there. Use the code WELCOME10 and you get 10% off. So it's under $500. This is the one I have right here, right? Yeah, this is the one I have. I like the metal bezel, but if you don't, then it looks like you have two options for the, I don't know if I'd like the light purple. The dark purple might be good. See, I still like it with the, yeah, no, I like this one better. That one's nice, but I like the one I have better. Maybe I'm biased because I already have it. I don't know. I think I like the markers and everything on it better. Yeah. That's me. That's the one I like. That's the one I'm wearing. All right. I know I missed some comments here. Why haven't you been doing mod videos? Because I don't build them. I haven't, and no one's sending them in. If you were like, I did a video a long time ago. Like if you're a modder and you're building watches and you want to feature it on the channel, you just have to email me and send it in, and I'll break it down. I'll do a video on it. It'll be pretty cool. Like Larry C. I got a bunch of Larry C. builds here that I'm going to break down and not, do a video on and show them. So I don't know anything about sports, but Jeff, your icon is purple too. He says purple dial somehow reminds me that the Vikings suck. Let's see. Sam's dad says, "Do you own any manual wind watches?" Yes, technically, but like not intentionally, if that makes sense. I do have the Swiss watch. Let me go back to the screen. I do have the Swiss watch company Trench, which is a manual wind. This was out on tour, and people were saying it was messed up. I threw it on the time grapher, and it lasted a couple of days, and it was accurate and everything. But I did notice in winding it, and I took the case back off, and I tried to send the right there. I can get it to it skips or something. I don't know if there's something wrong with it, but I'm going to send it back to them and just have them check it out. So that would be cool. Calico says, anyone doing colored crystals on watches yet? Nobody's filled the gap since Rolex took away the Milgauss. Are they Miyota movements? The Henry Archers are Miyota. Is that what you're asking? Have you had any dealings with Formex watches? Yes. I've worked with Formex many times. I have owned them, but I've sold them. So, there you go. Invicta. There you go. Invicta took the torch and ran with it when the Rolex was done with it. You know what? I'm just going to pour a little bit more of this Whistle Pig. Todd says, I'm going to put a red sapphire in my SNE 545 just bought. Interesting. Isn't one of the rules here? Let's see. Isn't one of the rules here that we time out anyone who uses the I word? Invicta? No. I own an Invicta. Yeah, I think I noticed you either told me that before, Todd, or you mentioned it in the Discord or something. So, I mean, I'm bummed to hear that. I mean, I'm still going to call you my rich friend, even though you're not going to have gold. And if I were in the mood to buy luxury, I would totally buy that from you. But I know you could probably get more for it by selling it elsewhere. So I'm just going to wear my Doxa and my micro brands and my Seikos. Yeah, so flipping that one watch is going to get you into three different watches. Yeah, go for it. You've had your run with it. I know, you bought it for what, a birthday celebration or something like that. You're a different age now, so you had it for that, but move on. Dang, Whistle Pig's actually pretty good. Okay, let's see. We're about 35 minutes in. We have 100 people here. We can take a look at the screen. We can do some other things here. Um, Minutes and hours. Anybody near Chicago? Going to Minutes and Hours this weekend. I'll be there Saturday. Let's see. You don't do any vintage, do you, Rob? I don't. I don't even like buying used watches, if I'm completely honest, let alone vintage. I prefer buying brand new authorized dealer. That's it. Paul says the new Timex Q Chrono looks cool. I have a bunch of Timex Qs in for review right now. Yeah, Fedora does vintage. Okay. So yeah, minutes and hours, Saturday, Chicago, blah blah blah. If you're around Chicago, listen, you know what shows do for me? I call this, and I put it in the title, watch show season. So it kind of kicked off with DC District Time, right? And then we go boom, 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 and we do all these other shows, all the windups, the minutes and hours, the intersects, and whatever else. Like actually, Kokomo Watchworks actually just messaged me too that they're doing another watches, whiskey, and wheels show in June, I think, and that's just down in Indiana. Maybe I'll make that too. Um, these watch shows reinvigorate my passion for the watches. Sometimes we're just lurking all the time, looking at videos, looking at um, pictures on Instagram, and if whatever Discord group or Facebook group you're in or something. We're just kind of just always looking and consuming this media, but what really spikes it and really gets your blood flowing more than any of that is going to one of these watch shows. So if there's a watch show, or if you can fit the travel in, I know a lot of times it's not within driving distance. You know what I mean? For me, driving distance is 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours. I'll drive that. Chicago is going to be 6 or 7 hour drive for me, so it's not terrible. And sometimes a cheap flight might get the job done. So, but yeah, if you're feeling kind of melancholy in the hobby and stuff like that, and you need a little, push to get the blood flowing again and get inspired, and have a hunt or a chase for a new watch or a new brand, hit up a watch show or go to a really big authorized dealer. At least do that. That's basically a watch show. You know, maybe I'll meet you down in Naples. I don't need much reason to go down to Florida. The weather is nice down there right now. I think they're past. Dana, are you guys past the pollen season where it's really bad? I think you got to be getting there. I was just down in Atlanta, and I could tell like there was a lot of allergies going on. So I don't know if Florida's quite done with it yet. They're still probably in full pollen season, but anyway, okay, you're past. So now's a good time to go to Florida right now. Let's go. I'm serious. I'll do it. Hmm. Okay, let's check a different screen. It's almost like perfume, almost like it's warming up too in the 80s. Okay, we're still in it in the Panhandle. Okay, so the pollen's still in the Panhandle. So I'll push further south. I'll go to Naples. Let's check out the Random Rob Discord, shall we? What is this? Can I close this? What is this? Why is this here? I don't want this. Go. No, I don't want that. Go away. Son of a. Oh, whew, that was close. Thought I clicked something bad. I killed the Discord or something. Okay. Let me shake the cobwebs off. Theme of the day. That's always a fun one to look at. So Jeffrey. So theme of the day today was wrist shot while, or with the Discord in the background. Now, because Jeffrey just posted that up, I'm going to do this because the one I posted earlier was really not that good. I was working. So there, I just posted that up. So yeah, there we are. So there's my themed watch shot of the day is wrist shot on the Random Rob Discord. Of course, you need to be in the Random Rob Discord to be able to do this particular one. But I'm going to give you some other ones. If you're not in the Discord, you can still participate in some of the other themed picks for the day. So, yep, there's Tennessee Mike's. He's got somebody crying underneath the table. But let's scroll up because I want to show you the other themes for the day. Yeah, there's my crappy one from earlier. Where are the themes? Okay, so tomorrow is the behind the wheel. Probably don't do it while you're driving, but also it'd be kind of cool if somebody could do one doing over 100 or something with like you shouldn't do that. Clearly it's illegal and all that good stuff like that, but do it. And then Wednesday is outdoor shot. So just outdoors. Go outside. Get out of mom's basement and go outside and take a picture of your watch. Thursday is pet shot. I don't have a pet, but it doesn't say it has to be your pet. So I just need to go somewhere where somebody has a pet and take a picture of it. So with, wrist shot with the pet in the background. Friday, watch box set shot. So like, well, I have a chest of drawers. I don't have the watch box anymore, but most of you guys have a watch box. Take a picture, boom, your collection in the background. Pretty cool. What is Nate saying? You guys seen some boobies or something? You freaked out. Saturday is meal related shot. Meal, barbecue, grill, restaurant. That's pretty easy. Most of us eat at least 3 times a day. So Sunday, watches and water. Use your imagination. I got the hot tub fired back up, so that one's not going to be a problem. Maybe I'll take the. I know you're not supposed to take the watches in the hot tub, but I don't really care. I'll take it in there. I do not care. Incoming. So, do we have another? So now we have Calico just posted up. Well played, sir. Well played. And holy cow, main chat. Okay, so we're like going into like dimensions and stuff here, like not dementia, but dimensions. So we have like Discord with a large screen Discord. So it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Okay, let's go. Paul says something here. Minutes and hours, November 17th in Austin. Rob, I hope you come down. I probably won't go to. This will probably be the only minutes and hours I go to is in Chicago, just because it's so close. But I will probably go to. I could see potentially going to Austin for the Intersect show, but I think they're doing that. They might be doing that in November as well. So I'm not sure when they're doing that exactly. I'll have to check with Wes and Cullen on that, and all those guys that are doing it. Is anybody interested in how I price out used watches? I need to probably do a standalone video on that. I've told everybody before how I do it. I use Watch Recon and then I use eBay. And I look at what watches are listed for, but I also look at what watches have been sold for because that's super, super important. Okay, Intersect's supposed to be early December. Okay. Real quick, this is in Europe somewhere, but this is a pretty rare watch. A Sarb 048 Trek Monster, new unworn for €750. That is tempting. That is tempting. I do not have any money right now, but that is freaking tempting. You don't see these pop up for sale very often. And this one's new unworn. Huh. Yeah, I can't buy that. If it was a Sarb 059, I'd be all over it. But I'm not buying that. Yeah. Does everybody use this? I think most people use Watch Recon. Let's see. YZ80 says, I need another JDM Seiko tuner or monster. You got to hit up my buddy Wayne. Where would you do that? I think you'd have to go on like Facebook or something. I don't think he posts up on. Chris, I'll get you Wayne unless you have already contacted him, but he's the go-to. Like he's always kind of getting them in and stuff. He's I think he's got that red one. Maybe you even already posted a picture of it. I think he's got that red one right now. Perpetual watch sub 2000. I can't read some of these comments. Shows really wish Doug says really wish some of the shows would come down to New Orleans. Good food and good watches. I don't know, man. I've been to New Orleans a couple times, and I don't really feel the desire to go back, unless something has changed. But it's just not my vibe there. I don't know if that would be a really good venue or not. I'm assuming it would be, but well, if anyone's going to do it, it's probably going to be Intersect though, because they're the ones that are going to be jumping around to different, regions of the U.S. and stuff to hit up. All right, let me kill that to get, to all the peoples. Perpetuals. Thanks, Rob. Okay, yeah, Chris, I'll get you that. I'll probably forget, so you might want to DM me. But okay, this is huge lies right here. Death Wish New Orleans, come to Vegas, safe spaces now, and we have a sphere that smiles. There's some layers of truth in there, but that's mostly false. Vegas is actually incredibly dangerous in some cases, but most cities are, honestly. So yeah, I don't know why. Like, I'm not a big fan of New Orleans. I know you guys seem to jam on it, but I would go to Vegas before I go to New Orleans. I don't know. The longer I spend here, I am more and more convinced I need a good orange dial diver. Monster Gen 2 is a contender. That's the SRP 309 for sure, along with Doxa, Certina, Bull of a Devil. The Bull of a Devil diver is like it's like a highlighter orange. That one's really intense. And then they have like jeweled set indices. It's pretty cool. The Certina is really good. Doxa's, I mean, iconic, classic. I don't know if you're a keeper or a flipper. You're probably more likely to keep a Doxa. I'm going to go on a limb and guess that. Like if you pick up a Doxa, I think you're probably more likely to hold on to that a little bit longer. But you have a Bulova in your, icon, so maybe the Devil Diver would work for you. Okay, it looks like we're going to Kansas City. Let's do this. Tim, we just got an open invite. He said they love visitors. So, and they have the best barbecue, I heard. I have an Orange Monster Gen 2. You have a Gen 1. You have the SKX 781 or whatever it is. You don't have the SRP 309. Paul says the Certina DS PH 500 orange would be my favorite. That's a really cool looking watch. Robert says, wear my orange samurai more often. Robert, have you tried the Clockworks Republic fitted end link with strap on the samurai? You should try it if you haven't. It's a very good fit. People go to Kansas City for vacation, really? I don't know. I'll go. That's a showdown. Paul. Listen, that's between you and Tim because those are fighting words. I know when it comes down to like authentic, real good barbecue. But Kansas City, from what I hear, like they're no joke. So I know Texas has got quite the reputation for some of the killer barbecue out there, but Kansas City's no joke either. Joe says he wants the Clive Cussler Doxa. I just did that one. I don't think I posted the video yet, but that's a really cool looking watch. I still have yet to explore that region of the United States, and that is definitely on my short list to check out. YZ80 says, but Maryland has best crabs, both kinds. Yeah, there are fresh crabs up there. All right, reading comments. Love Charleston. I don't even know where I would go down there. I thought there was some places, but when I talked to the people that kind of live down that area, I mentioned it to them, And they were like, "No, don't go there, don't go there." So I would want to go down there honestly to see some of the old, like, I'm sure there's a bunch of Civil War sites and stuff like that to see and witness. So Nate Dog says, "Does your Doxa wear like a Willard?" No. You know what the Doxa wears like? Hold on a second, I'll show you. It really reminds me of. If I can find it. Yeah, you know, it reminds me a lot of this. It wears a lot like one of these. Have you ever had one of these? Yeah. It's a sea stern or something. Yeah, it wears a lot like that. Actually, the bezel action is kind of nice on that versus this. This is probably more like the real deal bezel, but this is this. Listen, if you really like a Doxa, but you just don't want to spend the money, just get a sea stern or something. Like, I don't. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Like, the reality is, they're not even close. First of all, I mean, they're close in the sense that they're like 60% close as far as like you're going to get the vibe from it and stuff like that. But it's no Doxa, right? Let's be clear about that. But it's also not junk. It's actually a very good watch. And for the price point is ridiculous. Yeah. What about Tactical Frog? I have had a Tactical Frog, but um, I think I like the Sea Stern more than the Tactical Frog, and I haven't tried like hardly any of the other ones, but I like this one that they sent me because it's got the orange minute hand and it's got the Avertine dial. It's just a weird combination you don't see typically on a dive watch. So, and I paired it up with like one of the best straps in the industry, the FKM camo, orange camo from Strap Habit. I mean, look at it. Boom! You can't even see it. It's camouflage gone. It's on my shirt. You don't even know it. So. Haters gonna hate. I'm gonna put an orange camo on this. Let's see. Dog Doxa wears smaller than a Willard. I don't have a Willard here, do I? You think it wears smaller? The footprint on it is probably similar to a. It's not a cushion case though. It's a weird. It's like their own case. Thoughts on what is this? Zoidberg says thoughts on Atelier when they have some available, and I am seriously considering it by flipping Crystal Forward 12. I don't know what that is, but that is a really creepy looking icon. Is that like from SpongeBob or something? I don't know what that is. Calico Basin, hopefully with a serious statement or question here, says, "Hey Rob, you know what's interesting when we talk about orange dials? We always talk about, wow, that's a cool looking orange, or that orange is better than another. With white dials, nobody ever says that. Well, because there's what the hell, man? I don't even know where you're going with that. Um, I mean, I guess there's kind of different shades of white, but most white dials are. Oh, it's okay. Sorry, I've never watched that. It's Professor Zoidberg from Futurama. I've never really watched that cartoon. But most white dials aren't like, they don't. They're just usually just stark white. But you are right; they are different. Like this one looks more like clean linen white, and this is more just like you painted your wall white or something. I don't know. And I know you can't hear me because I stepped away from the microphone. And then the full loom white dials, they're different and everything. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Usually, don't say like, yeah, it's a nice shade of white. It's white. That is an interesting, provocative statement, I suppose. Whereas the orange, I mean, a ton of different ways whether it's gloss or satin or matte or whatever, like it, and then the different shades, it'll really change. So. Is it a good value? I don't know. How much is it? I forget how much it costs. I mean, it's a good looking watch, Paul. I think it's a really good looking watch, but I would say like bezel action, not a huge fan of. I think Vaer overall, it seems like their primary thing here is to make affordable, right? Not really super nice, but make it more um affordable. And that's the vibe I get with the watch. It's a very good looking watch, but hopefully it's affordable. So um I don't know what the price point is on this. I forgot, if I'm honest with you, and I don't feel like looking it up because I just don't want to. But it is a nice shade of off white. Is that off white calico or is that cream? I mean, I can't imagine that's more than 500. I really don't know how much it costs. Did you figure out the pushers? I don't know. Probably not. I probably just moved on. I know the crown is screwed down, but I mean, I don't without getting like a without getting like some sort of wrench on those. I don't know if they're just they seem like they're really stiff. Like I can't turn them with my meaty fingers, and I'm usually pretty good at doing that. So I kind of am convinced that they don't, but it seems like they should. It looks like they would. I mean, I can put some pliers on there, but hopefully I don't mar it up. You had time. You had a time trying to unscrew them. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't seem like they do. I don't know. I mean, I'm live, and Calico always says I break things on the live. So I mean, I'll break it. I mean, just for Eric. I mean, I'll break them. I'll try it real quick. Okay. I turned it, but I don't think it's supposed to turn. I don't think it's unscrewing. Maybe it is, but I definitely marred it up. Okay, it's unscrewing, but there's no way you would be able to do this with your fingers. And I definitely marred it up. So you're welcome. Yes. Yeah, I'm definitely I mean I'm committed to breaking it now. But I don't care. I didn't buy it. They sent it to me for video. This is who cares? Like they sent it for Eric needs to know. Eric needs to know this shit. I don't know if this is supposed to unscrew or not. See, the thing is like there's people out there that think that I care if I break this stuff. I really don't care. It's turning, but I'm not 100% convinced it's supposed to. I think I'm actually unscrewing the I think I might be unscrewing the whole damn thing out. Cuz yeah, it doesn't feel like it's right. Let me see if I can screw it back in. And coincidentally now, Eric, I'm going to need your address cuz I'm going to send you this watch. It's all buggered up now and you can have it cuz you talked me into doing this. This is now your watch. And you can be like, I got this free watch and Random Rob dorked it up on a live stream. I think it's screwing back in. Yeah, so yeah, they don't unscrew. I don't think they're supposed to unscrew. Someday Fundy did. No, I wouldn't. I would not sell this watch now. And if I would have read the Vaer website, it probably says in there that they're not screw down. Yeah, I don't think it's screwing back in. I think I actually broke it. What, more whistle pig for me? Correct. No, you guys think I care. I don't care. Like, that doesn't bother me. They're just watches. You guys think these watches matter? These watches don't matter. First of all, no one cares about the watch you're wearing. Second of all, if they're gonna put those on there and they're gonna make it look like it should have screw down crowns, then don't put them on there. Don't make them look like it if they're gonna do. No, they're not. No one's gonna blacklist you. I could send this back to Vaer and they'd send me a new one. They don't care either. Don't. Oh, I don't have them yet, Dane. There's still time. You could probably save it, but I'm not gonna do this to somebody else's watches. This is my watch. They gave it to me. I think they gave it to me. Yeah. See, Paul says he's on the Vaer website, and it doesn't say anything about them being screwed down. So, but they look like the crown that screws down. So they look like they should screw down, or unscrew and then not be able to push the pusher. So, whatever. I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to do that. I'm pretty sure. Have another sip. Move on. Okay. Anything is possible once. I love the shot of the Miata too. I've been looking at Miatas again. And we're over. Okay, so now we can do loom shot. I gotta blast these with. I had to do it. I haven't dorked up a watch on a live stream in a while. I did that mostly for Calico, because he's always saying I break watches on live streams. So why not break a watch on a live stream? All right, here's loom shot. Boom. Not bad. Check out that ward. The whole friggin' dial glows. That's awesome. We got some loomers out there. Some good ones. Some divers. They usually perform. They perform better than this Doxa does. Yeah, Eric, give me your address. I'll send you this broken Vaer. It's all you now, buddy. Wait, it's April 1st. Oh yeah, I was just kidding. It was just a joke. No, I actually did it. I'll do a close-up picture and post it in Discord. I dorked it up. I think it's fine. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next vid.